Okay. Okay, I'm going to be doing a reading. This one is for Shida, and we're going to look at Kim Hong Joong from Shida. And she asked about, or he asked about, the relationship, his relationship, or her relationship, I'm not sure. So we're going to be using the same decks I used last time. And this is the Da Vinci deck, and this is a deck called the Taropian Song deck. There's links for this deck in the description below. Now, since this is a relationship reading, I'm going to pick a significator that has something to do with the cup suit, because that's, or maybe the Two of Cups, the mini lovers card. Let's see. I'm looking for a lover's card or something that would suggest a relationship. I might take that one. This is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know these people, so we'll see what happens. See if it rings true or not. There's a Two of Cups. There's a lover's card. I have another reading for a relationship from Elodie. So this one is Kim Young June Shida. I think I'm going to do the Two of Cups. I can't see where I would pick another one. This is kind of nice. Okay. Do the Ace of Cups as well. I wonder if I should do the Ace of Cups. I think I will do the Ace of Cups. No, it's not the Ace of Cups. That's the Ace of Swords. Here's the Ace of Cups. Yeah, let's do the Ace of Cups. So these are just a significator. And this is the cups are romance, love, emotion, healing. And the ace is the beginning of that kind of the suit. We will be doing a horseshoe spread, and we will use this other deck here for the qualifiers. Okay. So we're looking for a relationship. Okay. Nice. I just love these backs on this deck. It's so pretty. Let's begin. Recent past. The Two of Swords. Now, twos are a duality. There's two things coming together here. It could be a decision, what to do, or it could be two people coming together, like a relationship. Now, the Two of Swords is a card. Is Swords are in your mind. Their mind and communication. So this would indicate there's been usually a Two of Swords indicates some kind of conflict of two things, of two ways of thinking. So in the recent past, there may have been an argument, or there may have been some kind of problem with two people that are close, but there's a disagreement of some kind, or a decision that they have to make that's a difficult decision. Uh, As I said, swords are air, they're thoughts and communication. And so the two is that duality. That's recent past. And where Kim Young is now, Ace of Wands, this is a new beginning, an Ace of Wands. Uh, the wands are fire and inspiration. This is a new beginning. So maybe I don't know. There was a two, and then we went to a one. Maybe from the two, maybe from an argument or some kind of change that brought him or her to be one on a new direction. Because the Ace of Wands is a different suit, and it's the fire suit. It's the inspiration suit. So maybe he was, or maybe he or Kim was in a situation that was that got he got kind of caught up in, or was trying to figure out, and he ended up figuring out that he wanted to go and become and get into the Ace of Wands, which is a different direction, an inspirational direction, a new growth. So let's see where that leads us. This is our hidden influences. Judgment. Uh, Judgment is an interesting card for me. Now, I always read it the same way. And for me, it's always about forgiveness. So I will say forgiveness. So hidden influences are forgiveness. So it's interesting here what we're seeing. We're seeing this maybe an argument or a dilemma with two people that draws them apart to some extent, but someone goes on a new journey. And then behind that there's some forgiveness because of what happened. Now, is forgiveness, how does that transpire? I don't know. Obstacles. The Six of Swords, we're having more sword energy here. The Six of Swords, an obstacle with the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is when they decide to move on, to break from the past and move forward. And now it's this obstacle. Maybe it'll be hard for him or her to move on, but there is some thought of moving on, but it's an obstacle. So it could be a difficult obstacle. It could be something that he doesn't or she doesn't want to do, or it may be just a difficult thing to do is to move on. And so that's the obstacle. The obstacle is moving on, and whether that person will find it hard or easy. The community. King of Wands. Now, because it's a king and it's in the community, I would say there's someone in the community that is plays a major part in Kim's life, that is a tremendous support to him. And maybe here the ace is the beginning, and the king is the end of the suit. So we could have someone who's maybe aspiring to be like this person over here who's in the community. Maybe this person's going in a different direction to become more like this person. And this person in the community kind of takes up all the space. I think whoever, I mean, I don't know this person, but I think he really has someone in the community who he admires and who he counts on more than anyone else. And it's the King of Wands, the King of Fire, the King of Inspiration, the King of Great Energy, the King of the Sun. He is someone that lights up the world. So it could be that this person who he looks up to is his main, um, who is in his community that he counts on the most. Now, so where we have here, we have some interesting things coming up here. We see this kind of growing. There's forgiveness here. We see this too. This sort of, it could be an argument, a little bit of a problem going into a different arena altogether. A sunflower starting to grow. Forgiveness is involved. Moving forward, moving along, and then there's this person here to help him. So it shows some changes. And then where he is, where this takes him, is the Wheel of Fortune. We just pulled the Wheel of Fortune in the previous card. And this is going to be where there's going to be some ups and downs. Not bad, though, but I mean, there's ups and downs. Life is change. Life is always changing. So he may experience some ups and some downs. It's a cycle, the cycle of life. So I see that as being an interesting card, and that's where he's headed. And the final outcome of that is the Ten of Wands. Oh my goodness, this is so interesting, isn't it? The final outcome is a completion. The Ten of Wands is where he's gone through all this. He's gone through the one with the help, and he's got this helper here. It goes from the one to the 10, which is there's a one and there's a one here. The 10 is a one as well. So it shows that he's on a road. I'm assuming it's a gentleman, Kim, but I'm not sure. As far as relationships are concerned, yeah, the relationship is here. We pulled the Ace of Cups to show that, but it's not about his relationships, really. He seems to be putting a lot of energy into into other things, into music, into fire, into inspiration. That's where he's going more than, I would say, a romance. There's no other hearts in this reading, which is significant. Um, there is forgiveness, and according to how I see it, there is like something happened earlier, recently, and that led him in a different direction. He There's forgiveness involved. He has to move on. It's his obstacle, so it's difficult to him to move on. But he has a support by this uh, king energy. It could be a woman as well, but it's a king of wands, so it's a very strong, almost like a sun energy that's drawing him, that's encouraging him to move forward. Then we see all these changes, but then the outcome is the 10 of wands. So where he's looking forward to a certain situation, he wants to move forward, and he does reach that. But it is going to be busy for him. It's not going to be a straight road. It's going to be back and forth. And I don't see any cups, so I'm not sure about the relationship issues that they were concerned about. Now let's see. Um, let's see what this judgment card. This is the obstacle. This is hidden influences. The King of Pentacles. We have another king. The Eight of Swords. And the Wheel. So it's interesting. So we have the Wheel twice. So there's going to be a lot of changes in the next, I'd say, 8 weeks or so. And a lot of it's going to be forgiveness. Either someone's going to forgive him, or he's going to forgive himself, or he's going to forgive somebody else. And we have another king here, King of Pentacles. It's the Earth suit, the money and the power suit. There may be some forgiveness involved with that situation, with a person who has money and power. We have the Eight of Swords, which is they're sort of bound up in his thoughts. You could be going around in circles with the thoughts, and that could be bringing you down or bringing him down. And then there's the change. There's still going to be change, but it's all rests on this forgiveness. If there is forgiveness, this will be easier to navigate. The person who's coming in strong, headlong, then we have this feeling bound up, and then these changes. But forgiveness is a big part of that. They can get them through that. What else do we have here? His obstacles, trying to get away. Interesting. His obstacles. So he's trying to get away. There's the Ten of Pentacles, which we have. The Ten of Pentacles is a very good card. It's money and power and success. It's also an earth sign that's weighted down. So there may be something he has to give up. Maybe he's going away and he's got to give that up. I don't know. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So we have the Ace with the 10. And then we have the Tower, which is a dramatic change. So, you know, it seems to me that this change, this sword energy that he's trying to get away from, he's kind of got to get away from the power and the money, and he's got to find himself, start fresh, in a way, because he can't sustain it any longer. He has to move to start over again. To get to here, he's got to leave some things behind. And some of that may be the fame and the fortune. And maybe that's his struggle, because this is going away, leaving a situation, that has to do with uh, the mind or the communication. He has to go away from it. He has to leave certain things behind. But then there'll be change, and it'll be dramatic change. Now there'll be ups and downs according to this, but then he reaches this pinnacle of the 10 of wands, which is the 10 of fire. So the fire energies are kind of critical in this scene here, where he is currently now. This person in his community, which is supporting him hugely, and then the completion of this. So he's it's not about love right now. It's about inspiration. It's about leaving the past behind. It's about forgiveness, and there'll be some changes uh, coming up, but he'll handle them well. Ups and downs, that's all, like we all have to go through. So that's my reading for Kim. I don't see a relationship reading in here, but I don't know. It could be. I just could, I don't know. This is for entertainment purposes only. And thanks for watching, and have a great day.